Hi, welcome to Nora's Crafty Kitchen. Today I'm going to make one of my favorite recipes for Thanksgiving, and it's potato rolls. Every year we make these rolls and it is just the favorite for everyone. So let's get ready and get started. When you're making the rolls, it's important that you have the right temperature and use the thermometer. Temperature should be between 105 and 115. You add your sugar and your yeast and you give it a stir. You're going to stir and wait for 5 minutes. You should start seeing it foam. If you don't see a foam, that means that you need to restart again. But as you can see, you're starting to see it bubble. So that means that it's ready. So now we add our yeast into our mixture. All of the ingredients with our 1 cup water, 2/3 cup sugar, 2/3 cup shortening, 2 eggs, 1.5 teaspoons salt, and half of the flour, 3 cups, and you beat it with the beater. You remove your flat beater from your KitchenAid mixer. Use the spatula to remove any excess dough that's on there. Give it a stir, then we're ready to go ahead and place our dough hook that'll knead the rest of the mixture. So you insert the dough hook and you add the rest of the remaining 3 cups of flour into your mixture and let it knead for about 5 minutes until it forms a ball. You just keep kneading it. Once it forms a ball, you're going to remove your dough hook, remove the whole bowl, and set your mixer aside. At this point, you're going to get a glass bowl or just a bowl, and we're going to utilize that for the dough to rise. I always add olive oil very generously to the bowl to remove the dough. Then we're going to put all of the dough into the glass bowl. Add some more olive oil. Give it a turn, kneading it. And then we'll put it into the bowl. We are going to cover this and get it ready for proofing, so you can cover it with foil. And then you will place it into the oven on proof. Not all of the ovens have proof. So as long as it's in a warm room, you give it covered for an hour and a half. Once you wait an hour and a half afterwards, you should be able to see it rise. And as you can see, this dough did rise. Now we're ready to go ahead and start shaping our rolls. You're going to go ahead and cut the dough in half. You punch it down and we're going to cut the dough in half. And then once that's done, you're going to have your tray that does have the parchment paper. And you're going to form like golf-sized balls. We'll place the olive oil first, and then place golf-sized balls of dough onto the cookie tray. Take your dough, start forming the little balls, and then just shaping them in a circular. Kind of look like the little dough balls when you're making the tortillas. Just shape them and keep them separated. Notice that I do use a lot of olive oil, so I'm one of those that goes olive oil crazy, and it just makes it so much more delicious. So this recipe makes about 2.5 to 3 dozen. This one is about 2.5 dozen, depending on the shape of the roll, the dough. We're going to let it rise for an hour and a half, and then we place it into the oven on 400 for about 20 minutes. And look at these beautiful rolls, golden brown. And once you do that, you go ahead and place your other rolls and bake them anywhere from 13 to 18 minutes. It depends. This is a convection-air oven, so they cook faster. Now I have all my dough, my rolls ready. Place them on a beautiful display, and there are potato rolls. So have a happy Thanksgiving.